Welcome to GwinnettDailyPost.com. Todd Klein and Will Hammock here talking football. Will, and this week we're talking about the Class 5A state quarterfinals. We have 4 Gwinnett teams still alive. Going to break down each one of those games. We start off with the only team that has a home game, Brookwood hosting Hillgrove.
Yeah, Brookwood feels pretty good about being at home. It's a great place to play on Friday nights, and they're excited against the Hillgrove team that's really still kind of young to the playoffs. It's a very new school, 4 or 5 years old. So really not been a lot of playoff games, the atmosphere like this. So I really like Brookwood's chances to pull off the win here. They got a good defense over at Hillgrove and certainly can put up some points too. So it's going to be a battle for the Broncos, but I think they can get it done.
Then we have 3 teams that have to go down and make the trip to South Georgia. Will, we start off with Grayson going to Valdosta, kind of the traditional power, the team, the Wildcats down there.
Yeah, when you talk about Valdosta, it's all about speed. I mean, you can tell on film the Grayson coaches have already talked about how fast this football team is, and they're really going to have to contain that. But I think Grayson's on a high right now. They beat probably Gwinnett's most talented football team in North last week. Grayson can really play good defense, and I really like for them to keep rolling because that offense is coming around. So I look for the Rams to come home with a win.
And Mill Creek, Will, that's been a team that you've really been on. You've picked their first 2 upsets of the playoffs. Can they get another upset when they go on the road to Moultrie at Colquitt County?
I think so. It's all about confidence and believing in yourself. So it took a while for that Mill Creek program to get that. It's not something you can teach, but I think they have it now. They think they can play with anybody in the state. They've certainly picked up some huge wins here in the playoffs that a lot of people probably didn't expect them to win. So here they are, and they have a winnable game in the quarterfinals here. I think they've got what it takes take offensively to beat Colquitt and reach their first semifinal.
And finally, Collinsville goes on the road. They're also going down to Valdosta. They will play Lowndes, who I think people right now think is probably the favorite of the 8 teams remaining to win the state title. Can Collinsville, in that great passing game, can they knock off the Vikings?
Yeah, definitely the toughest draw out of the Gwinnett teams in 5A, and it's going to be a very tough matchup for Collinsville. Lowndes is probably the team you don't want to play at this point. They're a very talented football team, loaded with athletes all over the field. So they're going to bring a lot of heat, and if Collinsville can handle that heat, and Taylor Heineke so far has been great at handling that pressure and finding the hot reads, doing a great job offensively. He's going to score a lot of points on Lowndes. I have no doubt that offense is going to put up big numbers. I think the key is going to be how much can they slow down that running game of Lowndes that likes to chew up the clock and run that wing tee and just control the ball. So if they can get a couple stops here, I think Collinsville has what it takes to pull the upset.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Please tune back next week to GwinnettDailyPost.com for more Talking Football.